everybody. I've been promising you for a long time that we're going to do a show right from my kitchen counter. So here we are from my kitchen, and I just happen to have a wonderful guest star today. And this is Karen Thomas, the very famous Karen Thomas. And we taught the students how to make these padded, well, they're kind of like, what would you call them, quilted?
It's a quilting.
It's a quilting technique using washi paper. And it's Japanese paper, right?
It's actually Yuzen paper.
Yuzen paper.
Right.
And
I got excited because this stuff looks great with the Yasutomo papers.
Well, and that's why we thought, well, I kept promising we're going to do this, and so this was perfect opportunity to do it with Karen here. So we're going to make one for you today.
Yay!
And this is the one we're going to make. And so...
And that is, there's 3 squares, 3 cool looking, different colored squares. I think it's really beautiful.
You like that version?
I love it.
Well, let's make one using the Yasutomo papers.
Oh, okay. Let's do it.
We'll put my cup
Okay.
back.
Get her ready.
Now, usually, it's padded with a material that's made in Japan. And
They're expensive.
It's very expensive. And so, of course, what was I doing? Thinking of a cheap alternative. And I did happen to find something at Staples. And it's this product. I don't work for Staples, but I'm shilling for them tonight.
They're foam sheets.
It's foam sheets that you protect your plates
And they're
with.
12 by 12.
You get 12 by 12, 100 of them in this box. So you can make padded cards till the cows come home. And that's what we're going to do. So what I did was I cut some up into little strips and little squares. And we're going to use it to pad our paper. So you have a little pile of papers there.
I have some papers.
I have a little pile somewhere. Where's my pile of paper? Oh, gosh.
Your pile of paper, that pile? What's in the martini
Oh,
glass?
yeah. Well, see, should we tell we drank martinis first? No. All right, here's my paper.
Okay.
And you got your
stack.
stack.
I've got my paper.
All right. So the idea here is these are the papers that were cut. And I cut them into 2-inch squares. I think you can see how great they look. And I'm going to use 3 different patterns. And you're going to use 3 different.
And what I think is
patterns.
cool, I would have, in the way I've designed, I always think that I would do them the same. And I think it's cool that you did them
Mix them up.
Mix them up. And that is just
I think
wonderful.
it's kind of a really cool look.
It is.
All right, so the thing to begin with is chipboard.
Okay.
Now there's some chipboard, a big piece of it over there.
All right.
And this is the raw material you'll be using, just chipboard. If you don't have chipboard, you could use a cereal box or any kind of light cardboard.
Or the cool thing, back of the origami paper usually comes packaged with chipboard, so you can at least get
use
some.
the packaging. That's perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And what do you get, like 10 sheets?
12
sheets?
12 sheets, and it comes in all the different colors.
Oh, great. Okay.
So it's in small papers. And
all right. Well, what I did was I cut them into pieces that will fit a card. So this is a 1-inch square.
Okay.
And then your little pieces of foam, they're very, very thin. And what you can do is choose the thickness of the padding by adding layers of foam.
Great.
So what I'm using here today is 3 layers, and I discovered that makes a really nice foam pad. So what we're going to do is turn the 3 patterns over.
Okay. So the 3 different colors?
Yeah, all 3.
Okay.
Let's see if I get 1, 2, and 3. Here's my 3.
We've got 3.
Now you've got some tape there, and we're
Yes.
just going to use ordinary double-sided tape. Just put a little piece.
That you can get at the office supply store, right?
Yeah.
That stuff.
This is I'm putting a little piece on the reverse side of the washi.
Okay.
Like
So the white side.
Yeah.
Pattern
all we're
side
doing is, yes, thank you, is putting a little tape to anchor the padding.
Okay.
So here's the chipboard, the 3 layers of foam pad.
And so those are done with the chipboard. You start with the chipboard, and then you take the tape.
Yeah, I just put a little tape between each layer to hold them all in place.
Great.
Yeah. Okay, so here they go. Center them on your little square.
Okay.
There's another one. Now, see, this one is a little bit...
What if it goes off?
Yeah, I'm just going to trim that off a little bit. You can see how easy it is to trim.
That's nice. That's easy.
All right, I'm going to put that right on there.
Just center it right on like
Yeah, leave a little edge
Okay.
around it. And then, I thought Stella was up on the counter.
So I saw Stella. She was ready to.
Oh,
to...
she's running the camera.
Yes,
Yeah.
she is.
All
Thank
right.
you, Stella.
All right, so here they are.
Okay.
Now, what we're going to do is wrap the paper around the back.
Okay.
So you'll need to put some tape around the edges of each piece.
Okay.
And I just use the same tape.
Oh,
and
on the chipboard. Okay.
Yeah, on the chipboard, right to the edge of the chipboard.
And you can overlap and have little parts hanging over?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all.
I like
Now,
this.
some people prefer glue, and glue will work too.
Okay.
It's a little messier to use, but you know, those
tape is nice though.
The glue lovers out there will can do it with glue.
Would you use just an ordinary white glue?
Yeah, that's fine.
A glue stick would work?
I don't think glue stick holds quite well enough for this technique.
Okay. So white glue or
And you know what I
PVA.
discovered about this tape is that it's archival, photo safe. You're going to pick them up and trim off the corners.
Trim off the corners of the Yuzen paper.
What do we call it? Mitery?
Miter. And
Yeah.
do you leave a little bit of an
Just
edge?
a tiny bit.
So it's like doing a book cover.
I got one more to do.
All right, I have to. I'm slow.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I might be faster at origami, but I'm not so good at.
Oh, I'm terrible at folding, but
This is neat because you don't have to fold. This really doesn't.
no, this
It
stuff
just-
takes hardly any skill at all.
You do
That's
it.
why I'm so good at this one.
But it really, with the bookbinding, if you have bookbinding background, you know, this miter
yeah,
is important to.
this will seem very familiar to
yes.
you.
Here.
Which are you doing the?
I'm doing the canvas.
Okay, I'll try that.
Sort of the canvas stretching style, but it seems.
You know,
I think it looks. I think
I
it
think
looks
it's
okay.
about the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what? How wonderful! These look like little.
I think
Just,
great.
they
at
look
these.
like silk.
And for some reason, they
pieces.
feel like silk
Oh,
too.
they do.
Yeah.
That is wonderful.
All right.
Right, so you're ahead of me. Keep going.
Well, I also from the leftover piece, you know, it's a 6x6 piece, and I had a lot of extra pieces, so I actually have one like this that I'm going to do. So we're going to do one more. Just a little piece of tape here, and that's going to hold all of the.
Wow, so you don't need much tape.
No, you don't need too much. It's just kind of a placeholder idea. All right, so we'll put one here.
Oh,
I'm going to put the foam on.
that is pretty.
All right, there's one.
Okay.
Here's another foam piece, and a nice. You can make a separate card with this piece. All right, here's our raw material.
All right,
so
so
are
we're
we ready
ready?
to make a card? And now here is a frame piece that's going to go on the front of the card.
Okay.
Now I am going
Beautiful.
to put a little bit more double-sided tape.
On your
the
bar,
back
and
of-
I can do the
of the-
same thing on the back.
Yeah, if they're sticky enough. Oh, I forgot one more layer.
Oh, we have the black layer.
Yeah, this is the last bit.
Got it.
Yeah, and that goes on also on top of the white.
Okay.
All right.
Feels neat too.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. And that's that.
Now, there's mine. There's yours.
Oh, look nice.
Well, let's hold up our cards.
They're so cool.
Thanks for
Like-
watching.